What's up, everybody? Glad to be bringing you yet another G.I. Joe classified review. I tell you, it has been Christmas around here for me and G.I. Joe. The last 2 weeks, I've just gotten figures in. You've seen my review on Serpentor, you've seen it on Mindbender, on Python Patrol Bat, and Python Viper most recently. Well, today, Cobra keeps bringing them on. Today, we have the Cobra Officer and Cobra Viper 3-pack. Let's talk about it. You know, maybe the old adage, good things come to those who wait, is really relevant here right now, because 2 years ago, whenever most of us started this G.I. Joe declassified journey, wow, it was hard to find these things. I mean, I've said it before in my other videos, I actually gave up, washed my hands of it, said I'm done, I can't do classified, this is just, can't walk in the stores, can't pre-order them, very difficult. And here we are, nearly 3 years later, and I'm just getting, front porch mailbox day after day, new figures. They're finally starting to come out. Now, granted, some of those figures have been a while on the old to be shipped, and they finally are, specifically around the Python Patrol and the Tiger Force Target exclusives. But this Cobra Viper Officer and Viper Pack is not an exclusive, or at least not an exclusive in the sense that it belongs just to Target or just to Walmart. This is an online retailer, mass-produced, available on Hasbro, available at the big bad toy stores, the Entertainment Earths, many places. So I was actually kind of on the fence about getting it because it had a fairly high price point, right? I think it was around $90, $85, $90. And I didn't have a Viper in my collection. And I was like, well, I don't really need three of them. It'd be cool to have a regular Viper and an Officer, but then the Python Patrol Python Patrol Viper came out, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get that one, but I don't like that deco, and if I do, I gotta collect, I'll wind up collecting them all, because that's something crazy like that. But then the Black Friday sale from Hasbro Pulse came along. 20% off for non-Pulse Premium members, and 25% off for Pulse Premium members. I am a Pulse Premium member. I have questioned many times whether I'm going to continue to be a Pulse Premium member, but good play on Hasbro's part for allowing 25% off stuff they had in stock. They had the Viper 3-pack in stock, which is in front of me, and I said, you know what? If it's $90, I can take the hit for 25% off. I still get free shipping since I'm a premium Pulse Premium member. So it actually wound up being a good deal. I think after tax and I think it came in like right around $70, something like that. $70, 3 figures. Yeah, that math works for me. I can handle that. Some people would argue, say it's still a little high, but I mean, we're talking right around $23, $24 a figure, which is about where they're at right now today. So, okay, fair enough. For all the extra accessories that are included in this package, I think it's a wonderful deal. But let's talk about the actual package. Let's talk about the figures inside the package, and let's see if it really is the deal I think it is. Here we have it. The 3-pack of the Cobra Viper Officer with 2 Vipers. Set of 3 in the new Hasbro plastic-free packaging. I tell you what, it doesn't look bad in this layout with the artwork. I believe this is the same artwork that is on the regular Viper, if you were to own it, or even the Python Patrol Viper. I believe this is the exact same artwork. They've just changed the colors on it to match the Viper Officer, and then you, of course, have the Vipers on either side. This is number 47 in the series. Again, if you are not aware, Hasbro has said that they will get up to number 100 by the end of 2023. So that's pretty exciting. That means a lot more classified is on the way. So, front of the box, top of the box, number 47. On the side, of course, we have I'm sorry, this box is kind of long, so you're getting it right up in my camera. There's your typical file card system. It does pretty much match the Python Patrol Viper that I did on my last video. There's nothing different about that. Same exact stats. It's on both sides. Oh, actually, no. This is the Cobra Viper Officer's stats, which are indeed different. Just looking at it, this mechanics one is different than the other side. Let's see, we've got boots, munitions, and fist, and then the Vipers have, I'm gonna guess that's night ops. And then on this side we've got, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume maybe because he's a ranking officer, he has some sort of ranking. And the middle two are the same, and the last one with the mechanics is different. So that's very interesting. Nice job for Hasbro to kind of break that up a little bit and actually say the officers have a little bit of a different speciality, which you would imagine they would. So yeah, and then of course I need to show you the back. So the back is where we now get the picture of what should be in the box. So cool little action pose for all of them. And we get the 3 figures on the right, our officer and our 2 Vipers, and they're load out with the additional bullet explosion accessories, which I think are going to be very cool to check out. But yeah, give me a second to get these guys out and we will start talking about them. Okay, I have gotten them out of the package. You can see them on the screen. They are they are identical to the first Viper we got. They are identical to the Python Patrol Viper we got, but we expected that, right? Immediately, the first thing I notice is, and it's hard to tell with the lighting in my room right now, so I've actually got my light on my camera here. I'm going to turn on. It's been said, this Viper, the regular Viper in the 3-pack, is a much duller color compared to the original release. I don't know if that's supposed to be to give it more of a realistic military feel or what exactly, but I will say when I turned my bright light on, it pops a lot more. And I can tell you, whenever you look at it like this, it is not that bright. I'm looking at my camera, then I'm looking over my camera, and I'm seeing how just kind of flat that blue is and that red. But with the bright light, it does look a little more vibrant. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so we can go back to kind of what it's used to. But, you know, I thought that was interesting. It's still nice. It just is a little more muted down on each figure. Obviously, the star of the pack is the officer with his gray and gold and red versus the typical blue-red of a Viper. But yeah, it's the exact same figure. If you saw my Python Patrol video, Viper video, it's the exact same mold, so it's the exact same figure. And I will also point out that this figure has a wonky foot. So it doesn't exactly line up. I'll see if I can get the... Anyway, I know it doesn't look like much, but I've played around with it, and it actually was causing the figure to stand at a weird angle. So I played around with him for a little bit and finally got him. You know, but I'm sure a little bit of heat would correct that issue. But just one of those things I noticed when I was getting him out of the package. Of course, again, it was the cardboard plastic-free packaging. What was interesting is all the accessories came in this very, very long box. And of course, it opens. It's not like the new ones for the single figures that is like the you know, case with their name on it. This was just this long box, and it had multiple of the paper wrapper for the accessories, and then also the cardboard taped accessories. The guns, the rifles were in the cardboard, and the guns and other pieces of accessories were in the paper sacks. So I think really where this Viper 3-pack really shines is the loadout of accessories you get with this pack. And there's no shortage of them. I've got them all just kind of laying around here. So I'm going to go through them kind of just, I don't know, hodgepodge, I guess, because that's how they're laying around my desk. So the first two things we need to compare are the backpacks. So I think you can pretty much spot which one's the officers and which one is the regular Cobra Vipers. Exact same backpacks that come with the Viper. Gray grenade canisters, gold logo for the officer, red for the standard Viper. And then they also painted this gray to make it pop out, a lighter color gray. So, of course, they pop into the back hole, no problem. Go right in, no issues. Of course, we'll do it to the Viper too, just to make sure. And of course, there we go. And then there he goes, because now he's leaning back too far. There we go. So we have that. We then have the goggles that go with the Vipers. Again, the completely useless goggles. Regular Vipers get the standard silver. Officer, gold tint. Again, just slides on the top of the helmet. They do have a little bit of the ability to stretch, but not a whole bunch. So I remember when the V1 Viper came out for classified, people were saying, if you push it too hard, it'll break that strap. Oops. And I never broke mine when I had them, but I can certainly see that happening. It's not that thick of a piece of plastic. It could, if you pushed it down and tried to stretch it a little too much, it could definitely, I see, snap without much. But it's got a little bit of give. So watch me snap it here on camera. So there we go. Viper's got his completely useless goggles. But we got to admit, it makes them look cool, right? So the other thing I want to point out, different from the Python Patrol Viper, but the same as the original Viper, is that they do come with their neckerchiefs. Don't know why. Well, I know why they cut it off from the other one, but not sure why they decided that was a good move for the Python Patrol Viper, and then to go ahead and bring these Vipers out with the same accessory. I mean, whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's a minor accessory. It's a minor gripe. Okay, so now we have the guns. So I'll start with the typical gun that has come with the Vipers, came with the original Viper, came with the Python Patrol Viper, comes with these two guys, and it's just a Nerf-ish looking gun with removable. It's interesting. It was in the Python Patrol Viper from my last video. The clip wasn't in. On this one, it is. On both the guns, actually. So it comes with two of these. Two of them. And then we get some different assault rifles or submachine guns. I think out of the ones I've looked at, this one's my favorite. I like this smaller submachine gun. We have a larger rifle. I really like this one too. And then finally we get this one with an actual grenade launcher attachment. And the clip also comes out of it as well. It's a very long clip, actually. Goes right up in there. So that is very cool. I forgot to point out that both the clips on the other guns also come out. So real quick, they do come out. And then of course, yeah, comes right out. That's got a nice, that one slides a lot better than the rest of them. And they also each come with a sidearm. So the two Vipers come with the standard pistol. Nothing too fancy about it. So we get two of those. And then the Viper Officer actually comes with a different pistol, a little more, I would call it a little heavier duty pistol. And one more, to me, seems a little more rooted in reality. I just noticed, I think it has a design on it. I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to focus on it. Come on, camera. I believe that's a skull. I believe, I'm going to pull it and look at outside the camera. That is a skull. It is on both sides. I must spin it around so hopefully you can see it maybe better from this angle. There you go. Now that's cool. That's a cool little added on feature. Leave me a comment. Is this gun used anywhere else in the classified line? Because I'm not recalling this. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, that is the Cobra officers, I'm to assume, since there's only one of them in the accessory pack. And then, of course, we get all sorts of add-ons to the weapons themselves. So, one thing I didn't note and probably should have when I was showing the guns, there is one silencer. Nothing super exciting about it. But that silencer, I believe, will plug into any number of the guns. So, watch me be wrong. So this is me putting it on the SMG. Fits perfectly. I can also put it on the Assault rifle. Both assault rifles is what we're going to check. So there we go. And the one with the grenade launcher. Perfect. Fits on there perfect. So, one silencer. Kind of wish they'd thrown more than one in, but that's okay. And then we get a lot of blast effects. So, we've got this one. And I'm not going to go through and put every single one of them on the guns, but we've got a wider one that also has another peg in it, so you can put, you know, if you want to get crazy, here's the first two that I've shown. You know, you can get absolutely crazy with this stuff and say, oh yeah, here's another, you know, like my sound effects. And then of course you get this, which is to signify the actual bullet firing out. So again, you could plug them in. And didn't I just say I wasn't going to go through and plug everything in? Here I am doing it. These remind me of the pieces that come with like Marvel Legends Iron Man figures, but you know, I like those. Of course, you get this effect, the four-way split. You get another cone, more of a shorter blast. This one's just a typical, you know, firing shot. And I should also add, you can put these into the pistols. So that's pretty cool. So if we take this one, for example, and we put it in the pistol, you know, there you go. I think collectors that like to do photo shoots, or maybe even, you know, gosh, I can't think of it, stop motion photography, I think they will really enjoy these. This one's really cool because it's just the smoke off of a gun. So let me just grab the nearest gun and put this on it. So that's pretty cool. I could see a Viper stand there, you know, gun pointing down, just the smoke rolling off of it. And then finally, we've got the, sorry, I'm trying to get it. We've got this quick draw sort of pew. So you could have like a, like they, or I guess it'd be more like this. They're pulling it down and shooting downward. So that's really cool. Pop that out of the gun. So yeah, that's quite a bit of loadout for these three figures. So if we count them all up real quick, we've got 3 goggles, plus 3 backpacks, plus 3 pistols, plus 3 larger guns, plus 2 Nerf guns, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 firing effects, and a silencer. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good loadout here. Just for the sake of, I'll spin this down so you can kind of see the loadout here. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. And of course, you get 3 wonderful action figures. You know, do you need them? It depends. A lot of people like to build their Viper army out. And of course, I had him sitting over here, so I might as well bring him in. Here is the Cobra Python Patrol Viper. And you can see it's the exact same figure with the same gun as the Vipers, same Nerf gun. And yeah, so let's just put him in the mix here. Give ourselves a little swirl so you can look at him. But yeah, I think $90 is a little bit high. If you can get them cheaper, I would. If you can play the long game, go for it. If you're a person that wants to build out an army, I think you missed your chance to get the 25% off during the Hasbro, or 20% off during the Hasbro holiday sale, but maybe they'll do another one for the end of the year. Again, that's the reason I got it. I think this is a fantastic set. I think it's a quick, easy way to troop build, and I hope they do more like this. I hope they do a Bat one. I hope they do a Cobra Officer one. And I mean, especially if you're gonna give us this, like, essentially all these weapons is what I want Hasbro and I think a lot of us have always wanted, like, Hasbro, make an accessory pack. Take this loadout right here, put it in a cheap cardboard box, half the size of this monster, put it on a Target and Walmart shelf that's got, 12 units to a case, where the Walmart employee just pulls the top off, and let us buy them at $12 a pop. I mean, I'd do that all day to give different loadouts for pictures and stuff like that. Hasbro, I know you aren't listening. I'm too small of a channel, but I mean, this is the kind of stuff we want. And it's always been said, get the most out of your molds. Give me an accessory pack with these exact same black guns. I'm happy with it. If you want to upcharge them, make them $15, then fine. Just add some splashes of color on it, and I'll be happy. If everything in an accessory pack was detailed like this, all day, $15. I'll pay that. Two accessory packs could load out 6 or 7 Vipers. But yeah, tell me what you think. Drop me a comment below. Like the video if you made it this far, and I can't wait till I get the next classified figure in so I can bring you a review of it. Until then, see you later.